political realm with this one. Should Christian vote Democrat or Republican?
That's an interesting question. You know, it's one that some churches are so afraid to answer that they will say, we don't talk politics around here. We don't, you know. Yeah. And many churches have something called a 501c3 designation, which means they're a tax-exempt organization that was signed into law by the Johnson administration, and it was intended to silence churches and get them to quit talking about politics. They didn't want them to get into the fray. That wasn't the case in Washington's day. You know, voting, biblical language, casting the lots, is a unique opportunity and privilege that Christians in this land have. It was founded in large measure by our Christian forefathers who gave up their homeland. They gave up everything to escape the oppressive kings and dictators back in the day. They laid their all in the line to enable it so that they could get away from these kings and that they could have a say in their form of government. Let me read you this quote from Benjamin Franklin in 1787. He had just come outside the convention hall in Philadelphia, and he was asked by a lady, well, doctor, what have we got, a republic or a monarchy? And Franklin replied, a republic if you can keep it. And so this is our problem. Now, it's not as biblical as I'd like to be, but we in America are often faced with only two choices, Democrat or Republican. Sadly, that's it. Yeah. But I ask you, which political policy position do you believe is the most biblical? And I put a few of them down here just to compare. Should we stop killing babies or should we kill more babies? That's a pretty foundational platform of two distinct parties that you mentioned. Yeah. Should we stop killing very old people or help the very old people? That's another position that's pretty well known. Should we help people get a job or should we give them money without a job? What do you want people to do? Should we allow you the means to defend your house or remove the means for you to defend your house? Which do you think is better? For children, is there parental rights or government rights? This is a big battle right now. Who has the right to teach your children, the parents or the government? See, many people cede that right when they drop them off at the public school system. Who has the right to direct medical care, the parents or the government, for your children? Some are saying they must have vaccines. Is the government to decide that or your parents? Marriage is strictly between one man and one woman for life, or is marriage between whatever, by whoever, to anything? Is it a free-for-all? Should we punish evildoers harshly, or should we release evildoers back into society? Should we execute convicted murderers or eventually release them? Should we defend the laws of our land against our enemies or lower our defensive posture? You know, the kings of Israel that were listed as good are those who hired men of skill and built cunning engines of war to defend the nation. And others were slothful and allowed things to get overrun. Should we uphold the laws of our court or basically ignore the laws? I mean, this is just fundamental things, and I think you can find biblical principles for what I would say would be the Republican Party platform. The people in there, you're not voting somebody in who's pastor-in-chief. Yeah. You're not voting by any stretch of the imagination. But we're talking about the secular laws of the land. Yeah. The Thomas Jefferson opinion to have a separation, a wall of separation between church and state, was not to keep the church from interfering with the state, but to keep the state from interfering with the church. And the Democrats are very much trying to undermine all the positions of the church and yank the rug out from underneath you. And it's, you know, the other point I would make is that you should remember to vote the party, not the person, because of our threefold branch of government. A president can't do anything if he doesn't have Congress and the judicial branch on his side as well. You can't go anywhere with it. Yeah. And that's by design. So I just ask people to consider those things. Where do they really stand on those issues?
Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Yep.
All right, guys. You just saw a video from Should Christians Rapid Fire Questions. So check the video out. If you like it, subscribe, support your brother in Christ. Hit the like button. Share if you're willing. Also, if you want to support the ministry, there's donations right here. You want to be a Patreon, go for it. I really appreciate it. And I recommend that you guys go to holdingfast.net. Check out Brothers Vince's site right here. He has a lot of great messages. Right now, he's in a study series. You go right here to 1 Peter. It's been such a great series. And check it out, yeah. You're going to have to type in, sign in and stuff. But other than that, yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting. And I thank you so much once again. God bless you and stay hidden in Christ. God bless.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be